I hear some voices sounding back to me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2018 NACAA 4-H Talent Review, sponsored by Tractor Supply Company. We are in for a treat tonight. The planning committee, they sorted through many tapes that were submitted and picked out the cream of the crop for us to hear tonight. The young people you will see and hear tonight are simply amazing. To help us lead us through this program of Tennessee Extension, we have our own singing cowboy. Our MC this evening is none other than Cowboy Dan. Cowboy Dan Harrell has been described by some to be a cross between Roy Rogers and Mr. Rogers. You'll understand. And he just happens to be an extension program assistant working with the school and community garden as a coordinator in Nashville. In his spare time, he entertains himself at fairs and other venues across the state. His experience in the music industry and his desire to educate the youth make him the perfect fit to be our MC of our 4-H Talent Review this evening. So please welcome to the stage our MC for this evening, Cowboy Dan.
Hey, thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. Hey! Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Chattanooga. Isn't it a great town? Are you enjoying yourself in this beautiful little city? We especially welcome you to Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee. We're glad you're here. No matter where you're from, we're glad you're here. And I'm excited because these kids are ready to put on a great show for you tonight. Chattanooga is a really unique place with a lot of different influences musically. Just to the northwest of us is Nashville, Music City. To the due west of us is Memphis, and even Bristol, considered sometimes the home of bluegrass music, are all influences on Chattanooga. And tonight we've got these kids, and I see family down here, so I want to hear from you family when your people come up here, okay? That's right. And we've got several states represented. We've got Arkansas. We got Florida. That was a little weak, Florida. How about Georgia? Kentucky. Hey, there we go. Mississippi. North Carolina. Love it. And the great state of Tennessee. Make them feel welcome. Here they come.
Truck, boys, it's time to load it up, boys, we got a lot of work to do. Put the pedal to the metal, don't let the dust settle. I'm headed where the sky is blue. The whole country's waiting, the world's anticipating this year where it's gonna be. Come along with me, join our Jubilee down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'm on my way. Spread the news, I'm on my way, I'm on the move, so come on home with me to Tennessee, yeah. I got the motor running, I'm singing and I'm humming, we're going where the mountain's high. Clean water, clean air in the wind of my hair, and the time never ever flies by.
Now I'm on the move and I'm ready to prove this opportunity can't be beat.
I'm flying down the highway, I'm gonna do it my way. Now I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm on my way. I'm spreading the news, I'm on my way. I'm on the move, so bring the dream home with me to Tennessee, yeah, yeah. Tennessee.
Great job. Hey, let's hear it from them once. Come on, y'all, let's hear it for them. I tell you what, these kids have been working so hard, and it's so fun to see it all come together. I've been part of this committee, and some on the committee have been working 3 years picking this talent out. You know what we were looking for? The best, and we found them. We were looking for diversity, and we found that too. And of course, Chattanooga is a great place for this all to happen because lots of great influences, especially when it comes to the blues. You know, the woman, you may know her name, Bessie Smith. She was considered the empress of the blues, and she comes right out of here in Chattanooga. And she influenced so many singers and so many people. Maybe you've heard the name Etta James. Well, her signature song is what's going to be our first song tonight. Let me tell you about this young lady who's coming up. She's from Sevierville, Tennessee. She worked at Dollywood as a youth entertainer for 3 years, and she can dance, she can sing, and she's very easy on the eyes. I want you to help me make welcome Miss Caitlin Hedrick.
Wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to. I found a dream that I could call my own. I found the thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. You smiled, oh, and then the spells cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine.
Great job. Now, what did I tell you? Well, we're in for a show tonight, aren't we? I tell you what, you've already heard some great blues singing. Now, blues is that kind of music that comes from deep down inside the heart and the soul. It's about heartache and heartbreak. And you've already heard some of the styles where they're sliding those notes when I'm on my way. Yeah. but it's also some of that heartache. You know, in country music, we understand heartache. I mean, how do you get any sadder than something like this? He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Now that's sad, isn't it? Woo! And that's just the way we like it. You know that old joke in country music. You remember, if you're old as I am, you remember when there was a scandal, if you played a record backwards, it'd say some kind of devilish message. Well, if you turn country music backwards, you get your wife back and your dog back and your house back, right? Okay. Work with me, y'all. Come on, work with me here. Well, this next young man coming up is really a treasure. He comes from Leland, Mississippi, and he's going to sing some blues. You know, he's got a pop jazz song, and when I asked him about why he wanted to do this song, he says, because it's about relationships. It's about heartache, and that's something that everybody can relate to. I want you to make him feel welcome. You will be pleased. Please make welcome Tangelo Carter.
Sandcastles that washed away. I made you cry when I walked away. Oh, I know I promised that I couldn't stay. Every promise don't work out that way, no, no, no. Every promise don't work out that way. Dishes smashed on the counter from our last encounter. Pictures smashed out the frame, so I scratched out your name and your face. What is it about you that I can't erase? Oh, oh. Every promise don't work out that way. No, every promise doesn't work out that way. Your heart is broken 'cause I walked away. Show me your scars. Oh, I know I promised that I couldn't stay. Every promise doesn't work out that way. No, no. Every promise doesn't work out that way.
Wow. I told you, didn't I? Man alive. That boy's got more notes in his repertoire than I possess. He's got more moves, too. I'll just be honest with you. Oh, it's great. And I told you we were looking for the best, and we found it. We're also looking for some diversity. And that's what I like. You know, you find people who can, a lot of kids can maybe play a guitar and sing and play piano. But we've got something here tonight where this young lady is a member of the Chattanooga Symphony and part of the Opera Youth Orchestra right here in the town of Chattanooga. She hails from Signal Mountain. But I was talking to her mom today, and by the way, her mom and dad both are musical. And I asked her, how did Anne Marie start playing the cello? And her mother said, well, it was my cello from my younger days, and I'd thrown it in the closet. And Anne Marie pulled it out and started playing the cello. She's been playing less than 4 years, and she's mastered it. So I want you to make welcome, please, from Signal Mountain, Tennessee. Here she comes right here, Miss Anne Marie Ford. Great job. Great job, Anne-Marie. That's some highbrow stuff, girl. That's good stuff. You know, hey, a couple things I'd failed to mention. This girl's a freshman in high school. How about that? Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I recognize that Pachelbel's Canon in D. I've heard it at weddings, but that was a different arrangement, wasn't it?
Yes.
An Irish arrangement?
Yes.
And what was the woman's name? It was Isla de Zaya, is that right? From Ireland. And I heard her dad talking about that day. Please give Anne-Marie another big hand. You did a great job. Well, this next act shouldn't be a stranger to most of us because he performed at our 2016 convention in Little Rock. And he's won several awards as a pianist. He's really talented. He's had several piano competitions that he won. But also, this fall he's going to attend Lee University, and boy, he's got a great future ahead of him. Now, he's going to play some Chopin. Now, that's not something I listen to very often, but I love it. And I'll tell you, Chopin was considered a prodigy. He wrote his first piece of music at 7 years old. When my kids were 7, I was just happy they could open their own juice box. So this is a great talent. And this guy is really a prodigy himself, too. He's from right up the road in Soddy Daisy. And we're happy to have him. Would you please welcome Chad Miller? Great job, Chad. That young man has a future ahead of him. He can tickle those ivories. And are you having a good time? Come on now. Yeah. It's time to have a good time. I'm glad you're here in Chattanooga. We're especially glad as county extension agents that you're here, and we hope you feel welcome in Tennessee. We're going to do the next two acts. We're going to have songs from musicals. The first one I'm very familiar with. I went and saw the movie back in 1970, somewhere way back there. And yeah, it was the movie or the musical called Grease. Okay, when I say that, what comes to mind? Poodle skirts, pink sweaters, slick back hair, tight rolled up jeans. Maybe the music for me, summer nights, the hand jive. Now, listen, I'm going to try to do a little jive, okay? But my American Indian name is Dances with Difficulty, so you'll have to work with me here, okay? But how about the hand jive? You remember? Something like this? Yeah. Hey, we got it. We made it through. Well, we got a young lady tonight that's going to do a song from that musical that was sung by Olivia Newton-John, one of my heartthrobs growing up. And of course, what's amazing to me, these young people are singing some of the music from my era, and it's good to hear. And boy, she knocks this one out of the park. By the way, this girl is from Zebulon, Georgia, and I asked her a little bit about her career and what she wants to do, and she's already applied for Juilliard. And I'm telling you right now, when you hear her sing, you're going to know why. From Zebulon, Georgia, would you please welcome Riley Atha.
Guess mine is not the first heart broken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. You know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. Baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end, and that's what I intend to do. Hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted. I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
Riley, good job, girl. Good job. Man, they just keep on coming. They just keep. X Factor has nothing on us tonight. I'm telling you, this talent's wonderful and it's out of this world. We're going to introduce the next act. It's another musical. This comes from a musical called Annie, Get Your Gun, based on the fictional life or a fictional story about a true character, Annie Oakley. And the music's written by Irving Berlin, one of my favorite writers. He wrote White Christmas. He wrote God Bless America, and he never took any royalty money for that. He was concerned about the Nazi threat, and as a Jewish American, he wanted to wake up the American people. And he wrote the song God Bless America, which is both a song and a prayer. And he wrote this next song, and you may know the name of the song. You probably heard it. It's called Anything You Can Do. And I asked our young lady who's going to be performing how she got into this kind of entertainment, and she said she did a lot of pageants, and this was her pageant talent. Now, you may have heard the song, Anything You Can Do, but I bet you've never heard it done quite like this. She's got a little sidekick. Her sidekick's name is Sydney, so I want to ask you to make them both feel welcome. They're Sydney, and would you make Brooke Bradford welcome to the stage? Brooke, she's from Shirley, Arkansas.
This is it, Sydney. It's finally my turn. Your turn. I'm the star of this show. Come on now, Sydney. We've talked about this. I'm the performer. You're just my sidekick. Sidekick? She called me her sidekick. And we haven't talked about anything. She does all the talking. Really, Sydney? We all know that. Anything you can say, I can say faster. I can say anything faster than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. 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 I can jump a hurdle. I can wear a girdle. I can knit a sweater. I can feel it better. I can do most anything. Can you bake a pie? No, neither can I. Anything you can sing, I can sing sweeter. I can sing anything sweeter than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. 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 No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Great job. Great job. I told you it's unusual. It's very good. I love that. I got to tell you something else I love. I love working with these 4-H kids. You know, when I'm out in my job, I'm an extension agent. And can I tell you, I love my job as an extension agent. How do you feel about yours? I hope you feel that way. I got a great boss. I work with great people. I feel like we're helping the public and doing a service. I especially love working with these 4-H kids. When we're at the state fair and I watch these 4-H kids in their competition, they're always the most courteous, the most respectful kids, teenagers or otherwise, that you'll ever meet. And I got to tell you something else. I was telling Alan that I enjoyed the opening ceremony last night. I am so proud to work for an organization that is proud to stand up for our national anthem, proud to stand up for the flag, sing God Bless America with my hand over my heart. And we put it right out front. We don't make any apologies for it. And I'm so grateful to be able to work for an organization like that. That's why I do it. Now, listen, I'll tell you what it takes for these kids to get up here. It takes some guts. It takes some courage. And this next girl's going to do a little clogging for you, and she's going to clog to a song called Fearless. And that's exactly what you have to be to get up on this stage. This young lady is from Bryson City, North Carolina. I hope you, here we go, North Carolina, here we go. She's going to do a little clogging, and her name is Emma Dingle. Please make her welcome. Good job, Emma. Woo! I'd like to tell you that I can do those moves too, but it wouldn't be true. I'd have to have a little bit of that Jack Daniels to even try it. That was a great job. That's what you call clogging. Now, we've got a special treat here with one of our guys who's coming up because his father is one of our fellow extension agents and is the county director in Macon County, and I know him well and consider him a friend. His name is Keith Allen. I think Keith's down there tonight. Yes, sir. Hello. I met your pretty wife, buddy. You've got punted your coverage. I just want you to know, okay? And this is their son who's going to be performing. Now, there are some songs, and I'm not trying to steal his thunder, but there are some songs that just have a signature. As soon as you hear it, you know the artist, and I'm going to play. He's going to do a medley of this guy, and you'll know it right when you hear it. Who's that? The Man in Black. And now to do a medley from the Man in Black, would you please welcome Cade Allen. Here he is.
Well, I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me calls for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me calls for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, well, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you.
Well, hey, okay, I got to ask again, are you having a good time? Now, come on. Hey, guess what? We've got another one from Bryson, North Carolina. Bryson City, North Carolina. And I got to tell you something about this. Boy, I tell you, I've heard this girl sing and practicing. I got to tell you something. There's something in her voice is what I call an ancient tone. Somehow it's been passed on, maybe from her great-grandparents. And she sings this song so well. It's an old hymn, a 19th century old hymn, covered by a lot of people, but you won't hear it any better than what you hear tonight, and I hope you'll make her feel welcome. This is Emily Franklin from Bryson City, North Carolina, and she's going to perform for you Wayfaring Stranger. Here she comes right now. Make her feel welcome.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe, and there's no sickness, no toil nor danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to meet my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but golden fields lie just before me, where souls redeemed their vigil keep. I'm going there to meet my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I'll soon be free from every trial. This form shall rest beneath the side. I'll drop the cross from self-denial and enter in my home with God. I'm going there to meet my Savior. He said he'd meet me when I come. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home.
I got it. Hey, there you go. I got it. Good job. Good job. Now, that's what I was trying to tell you about that ancient tone. Wasn't that just put chills on you? It's so good. Have another hand for her. Let's give her another hand. Okay. Well, we got some more dancing to do now. Yeah, we got a young man who's really going to do some really nice clogging. Kind of a, I don't know, we're going to talk with him a little bit about it. But if you've been around fiddles, which I have a lot, one of the great fiddle tunes, in fact, some people call it the fiddler's national anthem, is the song Orange Blossom Special. I've heard it all my life, and fiddle players love to get after it. I didn't know it had any lyrics until I heard Johnny Cash singing, "Looky yonder coming down that railroad track. It's the Orange Blossom Special, bringing my baby back." I can't do it as well as Kate, okay? I'm sorry. But then, yeah, he made me realize it had some great lyrics. But tonight we're going to hear that traditional fiddle tune, and it's going to be danced to by a young man from Paris, Tennessee. Would you make him feel welcome? His name is Kalen Wade, and here he comes. Wait a minute, Caitlin. Wait a minute, buddy. Good job. Good job, buddy. How about that now? That was really good, Caitlin. Now, Caitlin, how long have you been doing that kind of dancing? About 7 years. Now, I know you're doing clogging, kicking those, but is there some of that kind of buck dancing? Isn't there some buck dancing in there kind of close to the ground? I just wish you could teach me that little thing when you're doing that, you know. I just think that's got to be a chick magnet somehow, right? If I could just learn that. Give it another hand to Caitlin right here. Good job. Good job, Caitlin. Well, we're kind of on train songs. And when you think about train songs, the Orange Blossom Special, we're right here in Chattanooga. What train song do you think of? Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo, right? Have you seen it? You ought to see it while you're here if you hadn't. That song was written by a couple of guys, Harry Warren and Mac Gordon, way back there, covered by Glenn Miller's orchestra. And, of course, a wonderful, great song. Well, this next act is really special. She's going to play a little different instrument. And really, it's just a delight to see the diversity we have. She started playing music as a worship team at her church. And she picked up the guitar, is kind of teaching herself that. The bass, she can do that. She plays a little piano. And then one day she decided to pick up the ukulele and play a little and sing a little, and she does both of them very well. She's got a song that has a reference to trains. The name of the song is Screen. It was put out by 21 Pilots, and this young lady is from Seminole, Florida. The Florida folks in the house tonight. There we are. Would you make welcome Anastasia Godfrey? Here she comes.
of you and hide my soul, 'cause you're the only one who knows it. You're the only one who knows it, and I will hide behind my pride. I don't know why I think I could lie, 'cause there's a screen on my chest. There's a screen on my chest. I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. I can't see past my own nose. I'm seeing everything in slow-mo. Look out below, crashing down to the ground, just like a vertical locomotive. That's a train. Am I painting the picture that's in my brain? A train from the sky, locomotive. My motives are insane. My flow's not great. Okay, I conversate with people who know if I flow on a song, I'll get no radio play. Well, you're doing fine. There's some people and I who have a really tough time getting through this life, so excuse us while we sing to the sky. I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. Whoa, 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 oh, oh, oh. We're broken, we're broken, we're broken. We're broken people, oh, we're broken people, oh, yeah. We're broken, we're broken, we're broken, we're broken people, oh, we're broken people, oh, oh, yeah. I'm standing in front of you, oh, I'm standing in front of you, oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. I'm standing in front of you. Oh, I'm standing in front of you. Oh, oh, I'm trying to be so cool. Everything together, trying to be so cool. Thank you.
Great job, Anastasia. Wasn't that cool? Love that ukulele. Love that sound. By the way, Anastasia promised me she'd help me with my hair. She promised she'd get the gray out, and I'm sure she could. Great job, Anastasia. Wonderful. Well, hey, the hits just keep on coming, and we've still got some great talent, and happy to share it with you. I'll never forget the day that I watched this young lady on the screen. We were part of the committee looking for talent, and the first thought that came to my head was, that girl knows how to sing a country song. A country song is what she sang. And she's from Edmonton, Kentucky. Are Kentucky folks in the house tonight there? Yeah. Okay. She's one of y'all's. She does a great job. She's going to sing a song that Sugarland put out. And I didn't know that till I came to MC this show. But Jennifer Nettles, the lead female vocalist for Sugarland, was very involved in 4-H. Remember the George's Clovers and Company. So would you make welcome Miss Claudia Bell singing Something More from Sugarland.
Monday, hard to wake up. I fill my coffee cup. I'm out the door. Yeah, the freeway standing still today. It's gonna make me late, and that's for sure. I'm running out of gas and out of time. Never gonna make it there by 9. There's gotta be something more, gotta be more than this. I need a little less hard time, I need a little more bliss. I'm gonna take my chances, taking a chance I might find what I'm looking for. There's gotta be something more. 5 years, and there's no doubt that I'm burnt out. I've had enough. So now, boss man, here's my 2 weeks. I'll make it short and sweet. So listen up. I could work my life away, but why? I got things to do before I die. There's gotta be something more, gotta be more than this. I need a little less hard time, I need a little more bliss. I'm gonna take my chances, taking a chance I might find what I'm looking for. There's gotta be something more. Some believe in destiny and some believe in fate. I believe that happiness is something we create. You best believe that I'm not gonna wait, 'cause there's gotta be something more. I get home 7:30 and the house is dirty, but it can't wait. Yeah, 'cause right now I need some downtime to drink some cheer wine and celebrate. Yeah, Armageddon could be knocking at my door. I ain't gonna answer, that's for sure. There's gotta be something more. Gotta be more than this. I need a little less hard time, I need a little more bliss. I'm gonna take my chances, taking a chance I might find what I'm looking for. Gotta be something more.
Great job, Miss Bell. Good job. Woo! Well, just a couple more things. I tell you what, though, this next act is going to be something else. I want to read this. It's worth reading. Through all these songs, whether it be a song of unrequited love, heartache, blues, sadness, comedy, or longing for more, all these songs are united by shared human experience. We are all more united than we think. Our experience unites us. 4-H unites all of us in this room tonight as we pledge our heads to clear thinking, our hearts to greater loyalty, our hands to larger service, and our health to better example of health to better living. We have promised to help our community and in turn our world. This next song is a beautiful example of rising up to that creed. It's a dance routine. It's a lyrical contemporary piece which was done by Andra Day, and this young lady's going to do it. And I'm telling you right now, be prepared. She will blow you away. I asked her how she got into dancing. She said, when I was in kindergarten, my mom put me in there and danced because she said I had no coordination. Well, let me tell you something. Things have changed, and I hope you'll make welcome Deambra from Deambra Watts from Jackson, Mississippi. Here she is. Make her feel welcome.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out, and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. We have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, so we'll rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day.
Deambra Watts. Give her a big hand. Come on, everybody. Wow. Now, we're about to end this thing, but I would be remiss if I didn't recognize some folks who helped put this show together tonight. I want to say a word, and I'm going to ask these folks to come down here in front, just stand in front of me so you can recognize them. These are the folks who are on this committee that worked for 3 years to put this program together tonight, which I thought turned out wonderfully. Martin Kuhn, Stacy Foy, Wendell Smith, Darby Alday, and Jim Stewart. Y'all come down here and we want to give you a big hand. There they are. These are the people behind the scenes who did so much work. We appreciate y'all very much. Give them a big hand, everybody. Good job. Thanks, y'all. Hey, y'all, y'all, come on stage with me, okay? All kiddos, come up here on stage with me. Come on. Y'all come up on stage with me. How about another half of these good-looking young people, what they've done? Isn't that great? Yes. Okay, stand up. Yes. Very good. Good job. Good job, buddy. They deserve every bit of that. They surely did. And thank you so much. You were a gracious, wonderful audience. Now, I've got to recognize this young lady who put this together. Why don't you sit down for just a minute? I'm going to be just a few more minutes there. Thank you so much. This young lady who put all this choreography together, put countless hours of work into these young people. She wrote the script, which I didn't go by tonight. She did it so well. And I wanted to present her with just some flowers and our token of appreciation. Sarah Rose, would you come up here on stage with us? Well, okay. No, come up here. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on. Give her a hand as she comes, everybody. Yeah. Good job. Hold those. Give them to her, Kate. Yeah. You might as well give her right. Just stay with us up here, Sarah. Just stay with us. Now, we're about to end, but I would be remiss. Now, listen to me, y'all. I don't care about your football and all your that, but I'm telling you, you're in Tennessee. We got to sing this song. Sing it with me. Ready? Well, I wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smoke on Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bills. Let's go. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Well, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Rocky Top. We're glad you're here. Well, we got one last song, and I want you to give these young people one last big round of applause. There we go. This is my little song about the farmers and ranchers out there. These kids are going to help me sing it. We work early in the morning, sometimes late at night. Whatever it takes to get the job done and do it right. Yeah, it's called agriculture, the American way.
Shout every letter, no one does it better than the USA. Talking about good news, and I won't have to bend your arm. You can listen with both ears about good things down on the farm. When you see a rancher or a farmer, thank you is what you say. 'Cause the good news is it's so cool you're in 4-H today.
Okay, here we go, buddy.
We care about clean water, fresh air, and the land. Pass it on.
To our sons and daughters, they were working with their hands. Acres and acres with the help of our makers, we feed you.
Talking about
Good news, and I won't have to bend arm. You can listen with both ears about good things down on the farm. When you see a rancher or a farmer, thank you is what you say. 'Cause the good news is it's so cool you're in 4-H today.
Every night I get down on my knees and pray. Thank you, Lord, that I'm in 4-H. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, everybody, come on, get with us.
Talk about good news,
Come on.
good news, and I won't have to bend your arm. You can listen with both ears about good things down on the farm. When you see a rancher or a farmer, thank you is what you say. 'Cause the good news is it's so cool you're in 4-H today. Yeah, the good news is it's so cool you're in 4-H today.
Everybody, cowboy dance.
Hey, thank you so much, y'all. Thanks, everybody. How about all these young people getting one more hand right there? Yes.
Come on, folks, one more hand for them as they're going off stage. Wasn't that fantastic? I have no doubt in my mind there's some mighty proud parents sitting out here tonight to hear their children entertain us like that. It is fantastic. Well, we keep this thing rolling right along tonight, and it's just amazing, fantastic. Everybody showed up tonight to hear these young people do just amazing things. And we don't have any other additions to this program except for just a double check to make sure we haven't missed anything that we need to know about in the next few minutes or for tomorrow morning. So I'm going to bring David Yates back up to update us on anything we need to check on.
Can you say wow? Amazing. I'm glad to be able to call Sarah one of my friends. When I found out that she was helping put on this performance tonight, I had told Stacy and Martin, I said, well, I don't have to worry about anything because this is going to be awesome. Okay, a few announcements to get us going, and I think we'll be on our way. We're running great on time. We'll have our ice cream social tonight. Again, that'll be in Exhibit Hall C, where the exhibits are. Same thing as last night. We'll start with our state photos. That will be in the North Rotunda. That's the opposite end of where we are now. Tennessee, you're on deck first. So you need to be making your way out, and Pennsylvania, you're coming right behind us. Look at the schedule in the book, and from the newsletter yesterday that has all that in there, we should be able to go through these fairly quickly. A couple of reminders. I made this earlier today. Did you realize that you had a pocket knife in your goodie bag that you got at registration? So if you are flying, our friends at TSA may not like you to have that in your carry-on luggage. So you may want to make other provisions for that, just to remind you about that. Also, tomorrow is our State's Night Out. We're going to have a great time. We have arranged with the city of Chattanooga to provide a number of the extra electric trolleys that go through the downtown area. Those run from the Chattanooga Choo Choo to the Tennessee Aquarium. That'll get you to a lot of the places. Not sure where everyone's going tomorrow night. A lot of places to pick from in this great city. So if you need to take advantage of that electric trolley, it's free and it's going to run on a more frequent basis to get you to your dining location and then back for the scholarship auction tomorrow night. State pictures will start at 9 o'clock. We've got a few more minutes for that. The Tennessee meeting is going to be at 10 o'clock tonight in the South Rotunda. That's the one closest to us. And one last thing, there have been a lot of people that have been asking, hey, we've noticed all these Jack Daniel barrels out in the hallway. I would really like to have one. Well, Mr. Moorhead has graciously arranged to bring those here, and we've used them for our decorations. If you would like to purchase one, we have those available. You need to look for Larry Moorhead, and he will have those available. They are $180 cash, or if you need to use a credit card, it's $200. You have to take it home. We don't deliver. It is not full. It's used, but we can assure you if you crack it open, you can get a good whiff left over. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, David. Folks, let's give one more hand to Cowboy Dan and Sarah Rose and all the group that put this together, and especially those children that did the show for us. Have a good evening.
Tell her I was a good soldier, and I died a brave young man. Take this message to my mother, 13 miles from Birmingham. Tell her I was a good soldier, and I